damage ever with Silas in the mid lane here for Gen.G, so he definitely can go AP here. And we associate with him as much as some of his other melee picks, but he is very good at it, and he's showing why.
Oh god, Trophy, remember, doesn't have flash, but instead they just turn immediately onto Canyon! I don't know whether you needed to do that, Peanut, but he is able to get out of the last turret shot.
And Ruler is on a Doran's Blade, so if I hit my sweet spots, I can trade really well with my passive. Chovy's in trouble. Still no flash, by the way.
Yeah, exactly. Has to Kingslayer his way over. Delight's going to turn up. That means that he's definitely dead. And that is 0, 1, and 0.
So Zeka has an advantage.
Well, Grubs are going to spawn. Peanut in position. Delight now going to move over. The most terrifying little Yordle with a hammer. And Viper only level 6, so doesn't quite have the ultimate available. But there is the pick-off. And Duro, he is burning, and Viper is going to be able to pick up the kill. That is feats of strength. And so much value here as now Rule underneath his top outer turret. And I had some doubts about this draft, but so far it's working so well, unless Chovy can do something about it.
Well, because this is like the lowest he's ever been, basically.
Oh god, the interruption that was blind avoids the chains as well. Flashes out of the slicing maelstrom, and he's still probably going to die as Canyon's going to turn up. Umbral dash over the wall though. As he's out of mark range, this is insane. Gets the knock up onto Keen, and I don't think he's got another charge. As meanwhile, on the other side of the rift, Ruler is getting torn to shreds here by Peanut, but he's able to slink off, gets into stealth. Duro maybe not so lucky, as Viper presses the ultimate button, and there is the kill. So 1 for 1 in the extended trade, and I have to say, nicely played, Zeus, even if you did still die.
Yeah, no, he didn't have a blast cone or anything to get away from there. I thought perhaps like with the way the observer was panning that there was something that happened, but no, everyone else was topside. He was left to die, but they find success, and they're looking for a redive here on the Ruler.
Yep, Delight is just going to push Ruler away, and Ruler is too greedy, and he's just going to die.
Greed has kind of been the name of the game for Ruler, but I mean, you can call it greed.
As Canyon looks to start off this dragon, that is going to even out things when it comes to the objective feats of strength.
No.
Oh, the face check. Even the spear going to land. Pounce comes through. Chovy able to spirit dash his way out. And I don't know where that spear was going, as Peanut's just going to flash out of there immediately. Saw the rest of the cavalry coming in. And Viper's on the top side of the map, and HLE will back away.
Everywhere else, I mean, this gold lead is expanding. Zeus, no flash. 4 people.
There's the World Ender. He's just looking to clear out these minions if he can, but he will just be exploded. There goes that kill. Viper with some free time there towards the top side in exchange. Teleport over from Chovy into this mid lane. As Gen.G actually trading up pretty nicely.
Seer and Chovy had to commit his teleport mid after they lost plates there.
I thought they'd be able to get so much more damage onto that turret, but that's 6 grubs to nothing.
Yeah, and it's unfortunately, I feel like the problem is that you've already kind of fallen.
Just not allowed to sit in a lane unperturbed.
And that's another turret potentially going to go down here. It's so low.
Yeah, needing to do everything just to dodge all of these abilities that are going everywhere. Nice little dodge with the Kingslayer to get himself out of the way as another Infernal Chain's coming on through. Surely Peanut's going to hit one of them as the turret just goes down. 6 grubs, ladies and gentlemen. That will do it as that one landed.
Nicely done. They're looking for more.
Yep, heroic charge into the wall here as Duro taking a whole bunch of damage here from Delight. Has to use everything, and they are just getting bullied out of their own jungle, and the result of it is their structures. Just
there's an overextension, but with the mobile champions we have, we're talking about Nidalee, Ahri, Zeri, and to a lesser extent, Aatrox is decently mobile himself.
Well, here's a heroic charge as Viper's making his way in. Duro looking to try and stop him, but Ruler is dead. That was mostly praying, not a whole lot of spraying. I mean, as HLE now look to grab themselves a Herald as a little bit of a reward.
You know, we got silver scrapes, but I feel like we're just silver scraping what's left of Gen.G in this 5th game out of the barrel.
No.
This is just a complete dismantling. And we liked, you know, some of the aspects of Gen.G's
worried about this draft as well, as Viper is in melee range against a Viego, and he just pieces out. Delight can go for the 1v1 if you'd like to. The double teleports as Canyon going to get flashed on. And that is that darkened, the cool button that Zeus has access to on his passive, and Chovy and Keen turn up a little bit too late to stop anything from happening.
The dodges in this game, but Unreal Keen's going for it.
And look at that, Delight sacrificing himself. Chovy did steal away Viper's ultimate, and that is going to be able to take that kill as the steadfast presence is so good from Delight still. The chains come down, and Chovy tanking too many turrets here in order to stay alive as Zeka comes in and says no more funny business, but Gen.G have been able to find some value, unless this charm is going to spell the end of everything. Because remember, this means resets, and Zeka is dashing after Ruler now. The Orb of Deception doesn't get that true damage, as Ruler does have the ultimate back up and available once again. Expunge not quite...
it's almost enough, but they still get Chovy, unfortunately, and Zeka just continues to chase them down.
All right, Zeka could be in trouble. Chain's going to connect there as Duro gets the stun. Charm goes wide, and that is 730 gold or something like that going over to Chovy as Zeus is teleported in. Duro is dead, ladies and gentlemen, and Chovy, I think, is going to follow suit. There he goes. Okay, so the answering 2 kills probably worth the death of Zeka.
But they keep finding picks, but paying for it. And when you're this far behind, a trade of kills might feel nice because you're like, wow, we're behind on gold, we shouldn't be able to get that, but now you're losing the map.
Oh. Keen going a little bit aggressive here as Zeus does get stunned off, and Zeus just pops him. That is going to be the kill going over to the light somehow, and Duro realizing that there is no avenue in whatsoever. Canyon down to 50%, Ruler trying to do damage where he can, and look at this brick wall of an Aatrox. Stilite goes in, double knock-up is gigantic. Duro in that backline, zoning out Viper quite nicely as the rest of Gen.G have grouped back up. But Zeus is still alive, he's healing over and over again. The team fighting Peanut Nidalee is actually working, and finally, Zeka shows up to clean up the battle.
And again, it's a trade, but eventually Hanwha Life trade up better. They are still going, Atlas, as Keen again tries to set up this ultimate here, and then Hanwha Life feels safe, they go back in, but Duro on the flank is massive, as speaking of flanks.
Oh, that's a heroic charge. Into a charm, and Duro's dead. Not a whole lot that he can do about that one, as he does buy a fair bit of time as the teleport is coming in from Keen. He has a huge gold advantage, and Otacon is just being taken. There's a teleport from Chovy into the top lane. They know that there is no way that they can fight this. And HLE are also just taking a dragon at the same time. It's as if they're the only ones on the map right now, as they will be able to take this one down. Topside is maybe where they'll be able to find some semblance of an answering kill or something objective. But I just don't know about that. Zeus going to be able to clear things out. Zeus also has been... Oh, okay, never mind. He's just going to face check 2 people. Zeka going to move over, and there's the explosion, and down goes Canyon. No resets for you. Chovy as well, finding himself point blank into this Aatrox, who will just take a little bit of a avenue out of there. Viper explodes, that's going to kill the rat, and now he's just looking to press that burst fire button over and over again. He's got carpal tunnel, but he's also got a triple kill, and maybe make that a quad. Never mind, it's going to be taken there by Peanut. That's going to be an ace, and remember, they had Otacon.
They had Otacon, so they don't care. Seconds on the remainder of these Otacon buffs. They're trying to make some use of it.
All right, Grand Starfall, as Duro is in the mid lane.
Yeah.
And Zeka is also in the mid lane. Keen is going to be the first one to be targeted as Delight pushes Chovy away. Duro is also going to explode the double kill for the Ahri as the spray and pray was trying to work, but unfortunately the Twitch just does not do enough. And look at Zeka having a field day. It's a Quadra. Oh God, is he going to get another game 5 pentakill? Canyon is going to say absolutely not. That would be ridiculous. 2 best of 5s in a row. Yeah. No, no, no.
Canyon is the pentakill denier, as we've learned.
Yes, be it his own team or the enemy.
Well, this last game was a bit of a wash, Atlas.
It certainly was, but it was some impressive plays. There's a heroic charge. Zeka, unofficial denial of the pentakill by Delight. You'll love to see it. Next is turrets. Number 1 going to go down. Number 2 still standing. HLE.
Definitely enjoyed some of the highs, but the lows have felt pretty hard. And Ruler may just simply go down.
Oh dear. Well, Zeka is very charming, as we know.
Indeed. 25 stacks of Magi's. He hurts hard.
He does.
It's not. You're not allowed to have full stacks. That's not supposed to happen in pro. But he's done it.
Oh, Zeus is standing on a ward. And now everyone's going to dive in. Viper is going to turn up as Chovy. Look at that. He's flailing with his chains out. And unfortunately, HLE are way too far ahead. Zeus can face check basically anything he wants as the slicing maelstrom does nothing. It's the tickling electric static circle. It's not really doing anything much at all. And HLE, I think, don't need a Baron. They just need to kill this last remaining Nexus turret to bring them to a date with D+ Kia in our winners final here for the LCK Cup. Ruler spraying, praying, but he's going to have to utilize a lot of those prayers against Nongshim to keep Gen.G alive here in this tournament.